Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Reel It In, where we review and preview movies and television shows of the like. I'm your host with the most, Roman RBC, and we are here to talk about Sons of Anarchy, Season 7, Episode 2. Now, last week it got pretty good. It's a great kickoff to the final season, the series final premiere. So basically, it was a pretty interesting episode. It was a pretty good episode. Then we jump into season 2. We get really excited for it, and it was okay. It was okay. It definitely wasn't great. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't, like the greatest episode of all time. It wasn't the worst episode, but it was okay. It was kind of disappointing in a way, I guess you could say. I think we were expecting a little bit more based on previews to next week's episode. So that's probably why I'm also a little bit tired. It's 11:30, and I got school tomorrow. So basically, anyways, episode 2 of season 7. We're basically at this point now where Wayne is captured by Juice, and we don't really know how that's going to turn out, but we find out in episode 2. He basically just lets him go. He kind of asks him a few questions. We finally get a look at the new female officer, basically the lady that's going to be leading, and I think this is going to bring some crazy heat to Sons of Anarchy, because let's all admit it, folks, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but female cops, they get serious, they get down to business, they don't like to play. So I think that's going to really bring in some great conflict to the show. I'm really excited to see how that pans out. We see her talk to Wayne. Wayne comes to her about, he might know a little bit something about the Tara Knowles death case, and I think it's going to really set the show in motion, because as we've realized in past seasons, we've seen that the first 2 to 3 episodes are very slow in past seasons, and in every season for that matter. And it kind of sucks, because we want to get things going, because the show for 7 straight episodes will be great, and then when the new season starts, you kind of lose track a little bit. You have this motion just moving forward, trains going full speed, and then it just kind of halts and slows down a little bit, and then it picks up again, and it kind of sucks because your expectations aren't met at all. I mean, the first episode was pretty good. It was average. I liked it. I enjoyed it as a setup episode. This episode was obviously used for a setup episode, but I don't think it was too great. There's not really too much to talk about. We obviously see Gemma. She regrets killing Tara. She feels that she has this pain inside of herself where she regrets killing his son's wife, and she sees the pictures of Tara. She sees that Wayne is an investigator now with the police, and I think that's going to be very interesting. One thing that I've noticed a lot with season 7 so far, we're only 2 episodes in, but we've seen it a lot more towards the end of season 6 and a little bit of season 5, but we see a lot more humor in each and every episode. Not that that's an issue, but I think, it's quite funny. There's a lot of hilarious jokes. There was a joke tonight where Lin, the Chinese guy, and he comes up and he says, "Where did you hear about, this Chinese gun shooting or whatever?" And he said, "Fox News. They're blaming Obama." I thought that was actually pretty hilarious. It was a great joke to put in there. I really enjoyed that. And then you see Juice call Chibs on the burner phone that Gemma had given him. Gemma's like, "Listen, go to my dad's house. Here's a key. Here's $4,500 in cash or something. Go ahead, go there. The power's on. You can go ahead and hang out there." And he calls up Chibs. Chibs answers, but Juice doesn't say anything. And then Juice returns back to Wendy's apartment. So I don't really know. We don't really know why he's back there yet. It was obviously not the best setup episode, but it's setting up for future episodes. Episode 3 looks to be sensationally good. I think it's going to really set the season 7 into full speed ahead. They'll be blowing that steam out the train. There's going to be no stopping. I think I'm very, very excited. It kind of sucks with commercials because I'm not used to it yet, and having to wait a whole week, it's kind of setting me back a little bit. But I still enjoy the show nonetheless. There wasn't too much to talk about in this episode. We finally see Jax see his kids for the first time since Tara's death, and he's laying there with Abel, and he kind of rubs Thomas's cheek while he's laying in the crib, and he's sitting there and he starts crying. We don't know. I would assume he's crying for obvious reasons, that he's with his kids. His wife is gone, the love of his life. He's with his kids for the first time since that death, and It was a great scene between Gemma and Abel where Abel was like, is my mommy in heaven? And Gemma was like, I know your mommy's in heaven because she was an angel. So I think that was a pretty good scene. There were a few redeeming qualities. Now, when it comes to the Sons of Anarchy of Nevada guy, I don't remember his name off the top of my head. Go ahead and put it down in the comments below. But when it comes to him, and what you see at the end of the episode is you see Bobby, Chibs, and Jack show up to, I believe it's his kid's house. I believe it's the Sons of Anarchy Nevada guy's kid's house. They go there, they shoot them, they're all high, playing video games, eating a bunch of food, whatever. And they shoot them, they pin the scene on them, and they leave the heroin there, they have the guns there, and they're dead, whatever, him and his best friend. And you see the Sons of Anarchy Nevada guy show up, and he's crying, obviously, and I believe that's his kid or someone that was very, very close to him, and he knows that Jax did it because when you go back earlier into the episode when they have the shootout, which was the best part of the episode, I'll get to that here in a second, but when you go back and they're done with the shootout and everything and the car chase, you see that this guy sees the tape on the shotgun around the handle, or towards the butt of the gun, or towards the butt of the shotgun, and I think he knows it's Jax at this point. I don't know why. Well, we would assume Jax is doing this to pin that crime at the shootout on them. So I think it's going to set up a lot of conflict. I think it's going to set up this weird war that we kind of aren't expecting. And moving on to the best part of the episode, because we want to end off on a great note. The car chase, the shootout scene was absolutely great. I really enjoyed that part. Chibs was hanging on the side of the car, and he's trying to shoot at this guy trying to get away. I thought that was a great scene. It was very well shot. I really enjoyed it. But, I mean, there's not too much to talk about, really. Just a pretty good set. It was an okay setup episode. It's really setting up for the future to get the full, this train full speed ahead. And there's nothing much else to say. I mean, I kind of enjoyed the episode. It was all right. It's not the greatest thing ever. I'm not jumping up and down about it. I'm not super sad about it, but I was a little underwhelmed, to be honest. But next week, I'm really excited. Next week on Tuesday. And next week is a big week. We get into this huge run of fall television. And next week on Monday, we've got Gotham and The Blacklist. And on Thursday night, almost for certain, Thursday night, it'll be uploaded Friday morning with my sister and I, or my brother, if he wants to join along. I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to convince him, but he gets so tired this late at night. But I will try and convince him to go ahead and help my sister and I out on this Gotham preview, because we're very excited for the show. They dropped another trailer tonight with Sons of Anarchy during a commercial break, and I'm so excited for the show. I love crime dramas. I'm a sucker for crime dramas, and The Blacklist, I'm catching up to The Blacklist. I'm not even close to done, really. I haven't had a lot of time to do that because football during the weekends, and having to wake up early during school and homework and stuff like that, so we've got to balance it all out. But I will definitely finish Blacklist, so I can preview that for you guys, and I'm also going to preview Gotham for certain this weekend, no doubt about it, and get ready and prepared for Monday, because we got many shows: Flash, Arrow, Star Wars Rebels, and many more. So go ahead and like the video if you guys like the video and you love Sons of Anarchy just as much as I do. You go ahead and go down in the comments below and tell me what you thought about the Season 7 Episode 2 of Sons of Anarchy. And go ahead and tell me the name of that character's name. I don't remember his name at all for some reason. It kind of just went over my head, basically. And then go ahead and subscribe. We need more subscribers. We want to get Reel It In moving along. We want to get it going. I'm working pretty hard on this. I'm going to bring in some more companions to come in and help me out, so you can see different sides to the spectrum, get a different view of an opinion. You see my opinion, you see their opinion, and we can go ahead and have a huge discussion amongst ourselves. Love TV, we love movies. I'm so excited for the movie season. I'm so excited for the television season. It's a great time to be this type of fan. And go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and share it on Facebook to show all your friends that I'm working hard, that we're going to be working hard in the future. We're young, we're coming up, but I'm positive we can be great. But it's up to you guys to share it. It's for your entertainment value, not ours. We're doing this for you, not for us. So go ahead and share that video around to all your Sons of Anarchy friends and fans as well. This is Roman or BC with Reel It In. I hope you guys enjoy Sons of Anarchy as much as I do. Have a great day.